row. Oh my God. No, I'm not going to a all live channel or anything, guys. I just wanted to come out here and shoot a little bit. I got a new one I'm gonna try out for today, and this one has got some crappy bands on it, so we're not gonna shoot that. So let's see what happens. And I left my coffee over there. Blah. People. All right. Sweet Jesus. Whew. All right. I think I'm gonna grab a different. Trying to think of what I have where. Screw it. We're just gonna shoot this. Yes, third day in a row. I know, fancy. Never done 3 in a row. I feel so special, guys. Today I'm going to test out this here prototype. It is not done by any means, and I don't know if I'm going to make any more changes or not, but I wanted to try it out. So this is it. It's kind of a really crooked, bent back sort of thing. Not sure if I'm happy with it or not yet, but I'm going to shoot it today, and then kind of like the way it goes down like that, back up. But I may bring this down a little more. Haven't decided. We'll see how it shoots. Shooting clay. We're shooting out targets out that way. I got a few different ones. First shots on this thing. Just got it banded up. We'll see. Feels good in the hand. A little bit of ergo. Carrie, Al, Steven, what's up? How's everybody today? Got a little gopher down there. It's that bluish colored thing. See if we can hit that squirrel back there. The yellow one. Right above him. Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to obviously test my skills. I can tell you a few things that I wish I would have done different, but it's too far to go back now. So, you know, at one point you just gotta love what you got and make the best of it. But I think if I would have redo this again, I would have put a second layer right here, and then I would have brought that layer up to like here and down, and then shaved it off. But I don't know, it's feeling really good. I like the look of it from the side. It's really weird. It's got this, yeah, see that section up there? Would have definitely been better with something up here. It's missing something right there. I mean, I guess I could still, who knows? That's why it's called a prototype, right? You just test it out, test and tune. In the old dragster days, that's what they would call it when you take your car out, you test and tune. Squirrel out there a little farther. Feeling wise, it feels great. Yeah, I like the feel of it a lot. What's everybody getting into today? Anybody shooting yet? Have a good Halloween. Get lots of candy. How's the audio? Everything good? Let me know, fellers. Alright, we do have a couple other things hanging up out there. Try and go for that cowbell. like right above the speed limit 10 sign there. It's a full-size cowbell, so it's nothing small. I don't know. I have never done 3 days in a row live. So hit the like button, guys, and help me out. I see a couple of y'all did. There's a little school bell laying on the side over there. See if we can hit the other bells. Make them sing a little bit. Distance-wise, we're at 15 plus meters, in case you were wondering. And I'm just shooting some clay. There we go. Chipping away at a soup can. Sweet. That's good, man. You guys do the trunk and treat more than anything? Like, was kind of popular around here during like COVID stuff, and then now everybody's back on the streets. They still do the trunk or treats down at the like VFW and stuff, and yeah, some of the churches. I went out for probably an hour and a half, 2 hours with the kids. We did nothing crazy, like 3 blocks worth of walking around. Back on the streets. But yeah, we were talking about that last night. My beard is wild today, guys. Sorry. Trim that nasty thing. It doesn't look cool like you think. Well, white folks, I don't think it's cool. Trust me. That cool is not in my vocabulary as far as looks. And I've been that way since I was a kid. Style is not my number one thing or my number 20. I just do whatever the hell I want, and that's how you all should live your life. Yes, I'm telling you how to live your life again. Here it is. This is the Ergo Ruckus. Kind of gnarly looking, just like the beard. I don't know, man. I'm going to do some more things to it. Feeling wise, feels really good. Well, thank you, Paul. Make sure to like, even if you don't like my beard. Hit that thumbs up for me. All right. Well, I do have like a pill bottle on the do not pass sign. Let's see if we can hit that. Shooting high and right. Well, there's a bell attached to the pill bottle, and I hit the bell. You can see them all winging to the right. There we go. Got her. But yeah, we came back, and then it started to pour. It was raining right when we got back, within 10 minutes of getting back into the house. So that was pretty cool. We made it back just in time. Oh, you guys are doing it again today? That's cool, man. I know some people were talking about trying to do that, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not. Definitely labeling that little gopher there. Al, putting them to work already, huh? Thanks, Al. I think it was Mikey back in the day would always say to keep the trolls because it's good for the algorithm. I don't care about them. Period. Get rid of them all you want, there, fellas. Pluck them out of here. If you got nothing positive to say, hit the road, Jack. Thanks, Mr. TB. Dakota. It's going on 2 years, something like that. Like I said, I didn't comb it today. I usually do. If I comb it, then it straightens out. But right now, it's just all over the place. and I don't really mind. But yeah, it took a couple of years, Dakota. Let's see if we can hit the on the sign with the two arrows. There's a clear bottle on that one. Got it. Got like a little 16-ounce. No, not 16. Like 8-ounce can out there. What are those little those mini cans? I got one of them hanging out there. It's to the right of the arrows. There we go. Rich Plinks, how you be, Scoob? Thanks, Scoob. I appreciate the comments. Yeah, Steven, people do suck sometimes, but it doesn't matter, man, because I know I got some good dudes in here too, and the good guys are gonna be way better than the not so good guys. So there's like a black circle target. You guys probably can't see as good on the upper right of the arrow sign there. Let's see if we can hit that. That was close. Right above it. There we go. We got it. Oh yeah, baby. So anybody new here, whole reason of this live here was to shoot this thing, and why not shoot with friends. It's not done, but I had it all glued up and got it, kind of worked it over with the Dremel this morning. Some bad news, I can tell you that. My router took a shit, completely crapped out on me this morning. So I'm gonna have to search for a new one of those. Anybody got any ideas? I know there's some people in here that build. But it's up to you guys on preference. Any ideas on routers? I got mine for free. Got the bill, and it lasted me a couple of months and quite a few sessions. But it's crusty old, probably every bit of 30-40 years old. Gorilla Glue and a hatchet will get the job done. Sweet. Richard, I'm just plinking. I ain't aiming for nothing really. Just kind of in that general direction. And I'm shooting clay. There we go. More along the lines of just feeling this thing out. I want to see if I get any. What I like to do is when I first get a sling is just shoot the hell out of it, and then see if I get any weird like feelings. Sometimes you'll get calluses in different areas, and now would be the time to figure that out. So I can. Oh, it's all good, Richard. Yeah, I'm not really target shooting, man. Honestly, just chucking them down range, getting some ammo through there. I like how this finger is dropping right in, so I'm gonna keep that there. I definitely like, for my hand, that fits right in there. This hump here feels pretty decent. I think I may thin this side up a little bit on the edges. I may bring those down a little. And I might do something on the top here too. I may angle that. I'm not sure. Harbor Freight. Yeah, Al, I don't know. I want one that's going to last me a while, but I don't want to break the bank. I know that's hard to have a compromise for that. Let's see. There's another yellow bell that blends in with that speed limit sign. Let's see if we can hit that thing. Super hard to see for me. It's almost the same color as the kind of rust. I'm getting close to it. Maybe it's not there. I'm blind, in case you didn't know. I know, I got some netties. Oh, hell yeah. So I've been, if you look at my website, right, I put some different stupid things on there. Not because I want to become like a general store, but I want to have a few extra little bits and bobs. If you hit a certain amount, I think I got it set for 50. If you hit 50 bucks, you get free shipping. And I know some of my slingshots are like 35 bucks. And some people like to have a few extra things. So I added these little bell targets and some lanyards and stickers and stuff. But I was thinking about making like Leon back a while ago, and maybe a guy named Linder. I can't remember, but somebody was making these little targets that are made out of paracord, and you just hang them up. And they had little arms on them. Some looked like little guys or whatever. So I made one for Randall there, and it was just the same. It's not a cobra knot, but it's some sort of knot. I can't remember the name of it, and just as a sample to try. So I think you could just whack the shit out of it, and it probably wouldn't hurt it or fall apart. Should make a nice little tiny thud. Nothing crazy. Still gonna try for that bell if it's there. Yeah, it is there. All right, now I can see it now that I hit it. So there's a silver bell on top of it also. And thank you once again, Randall. You are a fine fella. Even before you purchased my slings, you were always a good guy in the chats, man. Thank you. My 10-year-old was a Grim Reaper for Halloween, but he wouldn't wear his mask and at all, and he broke his weapon before he got to the first house. Yeah, there was costume malfunctions can be interesting. All right, so now I know there's a silver bell out there. The reflection on it is making it a little difficult to see. It's about a foot to the left of the white cowbell. Got it. It's about a 2.5, 3-inch bell, square shape sort of thing. Doesn't have anything in the center anymore, so it probably won't jingle too much. And it's a little difficult to see. Definitely zinging them right next to it. There we go. Got it. Sweet, Richard. That green one that I made yesterday that I was shooting on that live, it got snatched up super quick, dude. I put it up on a short, and then I posted it on the website. Probably, I think it was after we got back from trick-or-treating, so like 6 o'clock at night, we'll say, and it sold within like an hour or two to a guy who bought a green Revolt and the green something else. I'm guessing he likes the color green. I think his name was Joe. I don't know if he's on YouTube, but I'm glad that he got that one. He was a repeat customer, and he liked green apparently, so that was cool. That was right up his alley. The first one that he bought was I think version 1 Revolt, and it was like your standard green G10, but I wrapped it in the green paracord, so it was like a green on green, and it looked really cool. Squirrel hunter. I'm trying to shoot that little gopher down there. Take it easy, Todd. I appreciate you coming in. There we go. So out of all these clays, I just grabbed one and it's like half the size of the other ones. See that one? Come back. Nice. Thanks, Todd. I appreciate you popping in, my brother. Go check out his stuff, guys. He makes a lot of HDPE stuff, and he's been doing it for a while. He's really proficient at it. Very good stuff. I think I'm going to switch over to the range here, or the catch box in a moment. Now that it's nice and quiet again without that mower going, huh? Cowbell. More cowbell. See when you hit the red bell laying down again. Move out, and it's right below it. I have a hard time hitting that thing. There we go. Got it. Ouch, my eye. Yes. My eye. See if we can hit some of those little bells out there. There we go. Little Tinkerbell. Argentina. Oh, nice. Good morning. And happy Halloween Eve. Hello, YA. Good morning. Glad to have you. Hit that like button, guys. There's 8 different notes on the bells. And they're supposed to spin. You can hear them change. But they don't spin as good as they used to. And they're not level. So they kind of want to gravitate to the one side. Nice. Ninja Man said hi. Oh, hi. I'm going to move over here, guys. See how this goes. Switch it over to the normal spot. Grab my coffee. Hang on. Oh boy. Ninja Man decided to say something, huh? It is all slingshots. YA. I've done lives. This is my 3rd day in a row of live just because I actually am not at work. And I wanted to see what the algorithm would do. It was a little bit of a test. You have people like ATO, a guy who is a pretty significantly large slingshot channel. I think he's got like 16,000 subs or something. In the slingshot world, that's kind of big. A lot more than I have. But then you have people like Hicks out in at Hicks in Oak, Mr. Josh. He does lives probably 3 times a week. And his numbers have shot up a little bit. Then you got dudes like Butler Outdoors, who does lives, not real frequent, but he was hitting them real hard, sometimes twice a day, and he was getting crazy views. So I just wanted to see if I did 3 in a row, what would happen. And so far, it's proved out to give me almost 50 subs, and about 4 or 5,000 views ish. I prefer form content videos myself, but I don't mind doing lives here and there. It's fun to chat with you guys. Jeff, this is the newest version of the Ruckus. It is not done. I have a whole bunch of boogers up there that need to be fixed. I'm testing out the profile here to see how it fits. I like it, but I definitely am going to change some things so far. So far, I need to thin down these sides here on both sides. I want to narrow this down, but I don't know 100% sure how yet. I may pitch both of them in farther, come more to like a rounded point. And then I may bring this guy. I like how it continues up, right? So it goes like it almost makes like a S. I don't want to bring that back down though there. I don't know. Send that to me when you are done. Willies, I hope to make a bunch of these eventually, but I don't know. This is the project. First one. You always see what you can do different. I need to go open up the catch box, so hang tight. All right, that was fun. Zach, what up, brother? How you be? Hello from Cincinnati. Yeah, so far the position of that bottom part of the handle, I absolutely love. It feels really, really, really good. But this needs to change. This is too thick. Don't know what to do with it yet, though. Let me go grab a handful of ammo. I was planning on shooting clay the whole time, but I just am not really feeling the clay right now. So sometimes you got to go with what you feel. So I'm going to step over there, grab a hunk of ammo, and be right back. And we're back. Now I have a hunk of ammo. How you be, Zach? I see the chat going on. What were you and Michael yapping about? How Zach is the long shot champion of the year. So the newest or the latest tournament was in Indiana, and it was the AIM tournament. And Zach shot and won a trophy for long shot, I believe. And the cool part, it was like a shootout, from what I remember, like a tiebreaker sort of thing. And he beat a handful of long draw guys for the distance shot. Love it. All right, we got a 40 up there and a 25. We're at 10 meters now. We can focus a little bit more and see if this thing is going to shoot. Everything is, my tying job is holding so far. Bands look okay. So let's see what it does. Yeah, it feels really good, but this needs to change where your thumb is. He was giving Andy shit. Oh boy, the old shit giving. Yeah, there's a couple of us jokers in a chat from back in the day when everything was juggernauts. Before live streaming was as popular as it is now. So we decided at the beginning that we would do like a chat on Facebook called the Juggernauts. And a couple of us have stayed in there, and we have remained very good friends ever since. And it's a beautiful thing. Super glad I had the chance to meet all these jokers um, in real life a couple of times because they are super cool people, man. And I couldn't be more happy about being friends. Tell those jokers to get up in here anyway, punks. Give me some more of these likes. Shooting low. Always gotta love shooting a new slingshot. Never know where you're gonna get. That's cool, man. Yeah, Steven was there. I wish I was. I should have went. I kind of got regrets not going, but just didn't work out. Almost always is job stuff that cancels my plans. But that's why I took a few days off now because I had the opportunity. You have to schedule things around other people sometimes. And that's just the way it works. Well, Cody, I have not done anything to humans with a slingshot, period. I do not aim these at people. I only shoot at targets. Slingshots are not made to hurt people. I don't think. Maybe back in the olden day. Three in a row. I couldn't get past 5 in a row yesterday or something. Yeah, three in a row. Finger slaps. You just farted? Me too, man. Nice. Admiral Kirk. What a goof. All right, let's see here. I think there's a real question. I wonder if you could help me. I'm new to the sport. I keep getting lots of finger slaps. If you're talking about it going through and then the band slapping this finger here, or these, I guess, then in my opinion, your bands are overpowered for the ammo that you are shooting. So you can do a few things. You could adjust the bands, or you can try changing ammo. If it's up to you what you want to do. If you're brand new to this and you haven't decided on what kind of ammo you're going to shoot all the ammo that you're going to shoot all the time, then maybe try bumping it from a 8 to a 9.5 and see if it stops. And then see if you're still getting the distance and speed that you want. What's up, Michael? Mr. Michael. If anybody's new in here, you should definitely check out some of these other channels in here. Zach's, he's been a little slacking lately, but he's getting it. Peace and Slingshots, Michael. He runs the West Coast Slingshot tournament, so that's super cool if you want to get in on that. All right, got a 25 millimeter up there. I guess we're about as warmed up as we're going to be, huh? See if we can hit it. Let me grab 10 shots. It's 5. It's 10. You know, it's super weird getting used to like not being at work. What's up, Jeremy? Like, is this what regular people do on the weekends? Is like not work and stuff? All right. Left side, or whatever, yellow. 0.7, 20 to 5 taper, shooting 8mm and 9.5mm. To me, that is way too heavy of a band for 8mm. 20 to 15 is a pretty stout taper myself, also. I wouldn't, I mean, it's not the worst taper ever, but it's definitely pretty thick. 9.5 should work for that, but you may want to lengthen it a touch, maybe bring it out a little bit, right? Slow it down a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's see if we can hit that thing. I'm gonna take 10 shots at it. See if I can get one or two, hopefully. I ain't holding my breath. Same shot, both to the right. It was a hit, but it was on the high side. Damn, third shot in a row, same exact shot to the right. Need to bring it over. There we go. 2. Tree. That was a weird one. Definitely swinging to the right with this thing. 3 out of 10. I'll take that. It's okay. We got work. Doing stuff. Good, Michael. Make that moolah. And then next year, you can spend it on more stuff for the tournament. Let's just do another 10 on that thing. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Have you seen Asian guy who spearfishes with a slingshot? Yes, Bill. Dude, I got some all sorts of hot mess going on here today, Michael. This is like a freaking bird's nest or something. Might be something. Something might come out of there. I have seen people do that. I've also seen the one where the dude stabs a dart through his freaking hand ear, which was pretty brutal. If anybody new who's joined, I'm testing this thing out today that I made. It's the Revolt is the design, but this is going to attempt my first attempt at an ergonomic feel, and I'm not done shaping it yet, but I really wanted to shoot it. Sometimes I get a little too excited, and I want to shoot things before they're done and test them out and see how they feel. So far, this thing feels good. Let's take 10 shots at the 25mm again. Oh, I'm starting to get a rip. Son of a bitch. Oh well, I'm gonna shoot a little longer. Little bastard. Sometimes that gets into my head and I start thinking it's gonna break, and then I start shooting even worse. Other times, if I don't notice it's there, then I'll start shooting really good before it rips. Skimmed it. Yeah, it's getting into my head. I don't want it to break. I got 2 slingshots, both with bad bands out here. There we go. Just gotta stop thinking about it. Two. Yeah, I like it. This is from, hey, thanks, Bill. I'm glad you subbed, man. Thank you so much. This is Omega resin that I'm using here. You guys can get it if you so choose. They have a decent selection of this stuff. This one is called the Honeycomb. It's interesting. I don't know. It's easy to shape, so you got to keep that in mind. You got to be careful. Depending on what tools you're using, you can dig into it pretty quick. But I like it. I like how it looks, man. It's kind of cool how it kind of continues that pattern down. Even though it's not lined up perfectly, it still kind of looks like it flows. Flows good. Man, I should have grabbed another band. Oh, hell yeah, Jeremy. I can only imagine what you're going to make out of it. You were the one that made that one for chucking, right? It's been so long, I can't remember, but I want to say that was you, and I've probably brought it up before, but my brain doesn't work right. If you are, that thing was unbelievable. I guess we'll go after the 40 again for uno momento. A couple of them. Yo, Hogger. Yes. Medusa. It was like, it's like brown or something. Didn't it have some gold or copper or something in there? It's been so damn long, man. I can't remember. But I remember when he got it. The thing was crazy. Super cool build, man. How you doing, Hoggy? What you shooting on today? Anything good? I guess we'll go after that 40 again. This rip is, it's getting fairly bad. I'm gonna have to do something here pretty soon. Eh, 5 out of 10. 20 to 12 taper because I have some to try. Do it, man. For real. A lot of tedious work, but it turned out good. That's being very humble. It's beyond good, man. Whip out the Medusa. Good. What's up? Hmm? Hell yeah. 2012 should work, dude. I mean, that's what I shoot with 0.5 for 8mm. And depending on how long you cut it, it gives me, we're going to say 230 feet per second, something like that. 220, 230. Let's do 5 more, 10 more. Starting to get a good feel for this slingshot. Man, that rip is getting gnarly. There's one on the other side too now. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to shoot that no more. Let me grab a different frame. Why don't you enjoy a beautiful view of some birds chirping. All right. Good. Yeah, try 20 and 12. All right, this thing has got some bands on it that are pretty good. Sweet. That's what I'm going to shoot next. Shoot this guy next. Just because I don't feel like wrapping and tucking on the other one. And I don't have another band readily available. I do not. I haven't even shot that yet, Michael. I'm kind of treasuring it. I don't know if I want to shoot it or keep it in my collection of stuff that I like. All right, first shots with this thing. I really like thinner slingshots, guys. Ergonomic is cool, and some people really love them, but I prefer thin slingshots. Tickled it. I'm gonna count that as a hit. Oof. Tickled it again, but it didn't flip it. That's a hit. We're gonna say 3. Yeah, I gotta get completely adjusted to this thing now. 4. 5. Here we are. Whoa, Mr. Carlo. Coyote Customs Medusa, fabulous. Damn, Carlo, what's up, my brother? 3 stars and a sling. He ain't been on live or anything in ages. That's a step in the right direction. How long have I been in the sport? 3 years and a couple of months. I think. Yeah, I'd have to look it up and see when the first picture of one of my homemade builds is. A couple of years ago. I'm back. Mr. Carlo. Got both sides of it. There we go. That was a good one. And call that 2. I moved it. Mr. Carlo. He's already there. You were on my live yesterday, I think. Or was that earlier today? Just now getting into slingshots. What advice do you have for a beginner? For a beginner, I would say, do you have a slingshot yet at all? And what do you have? Definitely, I would do something that not too many people shoot through the fork, but you may be a top shooter, TTF style. So if it was me doing it all over again, I would do the same exact route, to tell you the truth. I bought a Scout LT for my first slingshot, and I shot it through the fork. A Hornet? Okay, there you go. So that's wrap and tuck over the top, right? Isn't that a Fowler frame? It's got that weird handle that comes down, or is that a Sparrow? Hornet's good frame, and I'm sure it is. I'm just drawing a blank. Is it Simple Shot, or is it Fowler, or what? Because he makes one, doesn't he? It's kind of got rounded tips. I don't know. So you're shooting over the top. Fowler, yep. Okay, so you already got that part down. So stick with over the top since that's your first one. Why bother to change now, right? I would suggest going with a lighter band if you're short draw, just to get good form down. For me, that's what I would do. I wouldn't do anything crazy heavy because you'll be struggling more than you'll be sacrificing your like pouch hand and everything else. If you're yanking that fucker back so hard that you're putting all your effort into that, you're gonna definitely forget about other things, and you'll have some shitty pouch releases going on. Um, Definitely focus on form, repeatability. Where are you going for your anchor? Do that the same every single time. And if it's not working out, videotape yourself, watch what you're doing, watch it in slow motion, and figure out what the problem is. You know, take your time. Don't hit yourself, like Michael said. We've all done that. We all got a scar of some sort. Mine's right there. I don't know if you can see it. But yeah, that was because of a very stupid shot. A lot of this stuff can be prevented. Check your bands. I don't know what kind of tree that is, but it has little berries that fall out of it and just makes a hot mess. And there's a cardinal up there trying to eat some stuff, and he keeps knocking stuff down. All right, let's see if we can hit this thing some more. God damn, this one's ripped too. Everything I touched today is ripped. It's because I bounce around from so many damn different ones. This one, though, I did shoot for a long time, and I love it. So that one's one of my personal collections, never going to go away. Apex Plus is a fabulous slingshot. I wish they made that in a 90. All right, we're going to switch again and shoot this now. This is a Wendigo made by Wasp, sold by Omega Slings. See if we can get on board with this thing at all. At least the bands aren't ripped on it. Alright. Let's see what happens, fellas. Definitely tweaking it. I may have to shoot this thing brace grip a little bit. I nicked it. I'm going to count it. That's 4. 5. You got 5 on the Wendigo brace grip. You shot that one at the tournament, didn't you, Jeremy? Were you shooting Apex Plus? I know I did the Woods course for fun with you once. Hell yeah, man. This is a great slingshot. I was just shooting that brace grip and hit 5 out of 10. I'm pretty happy with that. That's another thing. He's already there. Don't get this discouraged, man. Like you'll see a lot of YouTube people. We do things for views sometimes. Doesn't mean that it's not like a cheating or anything, but like trick shots. Usually I'll show, like if it's 10 misses or something like that, I'm not going to put it in a short because it's going to be boring as hell and it's going to be like 2 minutes long. So you want to trim it down to a shot that you can get in 5 shots or less is usually what I do. So if I can hit it first shot, then I post it first shot. If it takes me 5, I'll post it 5, but I don't like to go much longer than that because people don't watch it. And on my channel, it's all about, I'm trying to get people interested in slingshots and not bored with it. So you'll see a lot of shots that seem super tough, like let's say a card cut or like shooting a matchstick, at 20 meters or something stupid like that. That doesn't mean anything. As far as it will entice people and intrigue them, but if you're just starting your journey, don't let that be a focus for good. if you want to strive to be that good, but don't let it be a discouragement if you can't do it. Um, Start with a target that you can hit and start at a distance you can hit it. Because the more hits you get, the better you feel. And then once you feel better at it, you want to do it more and more. So, it's just stick with it. Enjoy it. Have fun with it. Let it be your meditation. Let you come out and just melt away the stress from work or whatnot. Yeah. You got to think too. Once you go to a tournament, um, your mind really gets opened because when you're standing in front of people, your mindset changes also. So you could be a really good shooter and not do that well at a tournament, or you could be what you consider a mediocre shooter and perform really well in front of people. Who knows? It does come with clips. And see, that was a communication error. Speaking of videos, I did not know it came with clips. So on my video, I said clips sold separately, and it should have been clips included. But I'm not about to change that. So that is a really good deal. So those clips are like $6 by themselves. So if you use the discount code, which is Wendigo 2025, all caps, I believe, you get your Slingshot, your clips for $20. And if you buy $15 worth of other stuff, you can get free shipping. Willies, you could definitely cut a card, man. You just gotta try it. I know you can do it. Brad, what have you figured out like your draw length and all that yet? My draw length, I'm at like 29 inches, and I have these cut at about 500% elongation, 0.5. Let's see here. I'm looking forward to the journey you and Fowler and some I can't remember make look so much fun. Hope to get good enough for a tournament one day. You will definitely. You probably already are good enough for a tournament, man. Because I'll tell you one thing, right? The most cool thing about the tournament is you could be what you consider the worst shot ever. Even if you didn't score good at all, everybody there is going to pick you up, man. Everybody there is going to be like, you got this, man. They're going to give you tips. You'll probably even get some free stuff as a beginner. Everybody's going to be more than welcoming, and you're going to walk away with a huge success and a very awesome feeling. Was one of the best things that I've ever did as far as slingshots was going to a tournament to experience the camaraderie and how many people, like-minded people there, that weren't judgmental or anything. Everybody was just super open. The Spitfire Pro. So I don't have 100% facts on when that's going to come in. I really want to see, and I'm trying to get a little more information, but I really want to see the Layton's. I want to see Zach's frame. God damn it! Why am I drawing a blank? Zach, what's the name of the frame, man? Zach designed a frame, and they made it in HDPE, and that's hopefully going to be available in the States here pretty soon. Also, Benji's design. Jeez, why is my brain roasted? Benji's design, I really want to get my hands. Oh, the King Sling. There it is. All right, so Zach's design is called the King Sling. I hope that those are coming over here overseas from Layton's. And then also Benji from the Sling Den. Is that called the Vulture? I don't know. I really don't know. But anyway, I believe they're waiting. Buzzard. There it is. Yep, Steven, thank you, man. I want to get my hands on both of those and shoot them. Yeah, go to T-Rex's channel. He's also a super cool guy, man. You want to talk about laid back? He is laid back. 27 inch. 27 inches is not that on average, I guess. I don't know. I thought mine was. We're talking about draw lengths. Okay, I thought my draw length was pretty short. 27. You must be a midget like myself. But that's okay, man. All you have to do is adjust everything around it. So 0.7, 20 to 12. I don't see why that wouldn't work. I like thinner latex, man. I really do, for 8mm. It just feels less chunky and easier to draw. Really looking forward to it since I've been shooting well with that frame. I hope they're coming back. Trust me, any updates I get, like obviously I don't work for them because it's just two dudes that do all this. But I am definitely associated with Omega. And I do get a lot of inside scoops or whatever. So as soon as I find out information about those, I will post it. I promise you that. Because I know the King Sling and the Buzzard they should go over well. Yes. So 3 stars and a sling. He was one of the guys that I met first at the tournament. I want to say the very first person walking up was Andy Lowe, Mr. Andy Lowe Planks. He gave me a big old hug, super cool dude. Then I ran into Jordan Smothers, Nathan Masters, walking up to the hall there. And then coming back out from the hall, I ran into a whole bunch of other people. Carlo wasn't there the first night. I think he left to go back to a hotel or something. I don't remember. But I seen Carlo the next morning, and he has got one of the biggest grins that you'll ever see, smiling. Just happy as a clam, man. We all were. Everybody was. It was good times. Like it was like shooting with brothers, man. It's a very unique feeling when you start seeing everybody in real life. Steven, I think I talked to you right when we were leaving after the knockdowns and that whole weird shit happened. I think you were standing by the front doors, and I was chatting with you for a couple minutes. You just farted again? It's been a while since you farted, but I'm glad you did. I think that was how everything became a blur. Some really weird stuff happened at the last tournament, and I really don't feel like reliving it, but it was odd. It's a very odd night. I'm still glad I went, but it was a super odd experience. There's one. Two. Three. Four. That's 5. 6. Sweet. Hey, Mr. BTW. How are you, my friend? I want you all to check out that young man's channel. He's doing some testing. That's pretty cool. Showing you the impact force through his crony and figuring it out for you and taking notes and explaining it. It's pretty neat, especially if you are into the whole hunting thing. Give you an idea of what bands are pushing out what kind of power and things like that. Hello, sir. Same type of live here too. Sweet. Inventor Robin, thanks for joining me. Hit that like button. Just got the heavy little. Oh yeah, I love that thing. That's the only thing I use now, man. Carlo. I love that little jig, dude. I keep my little alligator clamp one with the paracord just in case. But yeah, that heavy thing is awesome. He's already there. Thank you for asking questions. Steven, I get the same feedback from people. Like, I don't know, man. I just really ain't got shit to say sometimes. And I just, am chilling. But like the whole last tournament, I barely talked to anybody. But it had nothing to do with like I don't want to talk to you guys. I'm weird, dude. I've always been a weird person, and nothing has changed. So behind the camera is one thing. Sitting here, you know, chatting to you guys, talking to a phone for poop's sake is completely different. But when I'm around people, I have a tendency to just lurk in the shadows like a creep. But trust me, I will definitely talk your ear off too. But I don't know. I'm weird. I don't like being in front of a group of people. I feel like all paranoid and stuff. All right, 10 more shots. A lot of people mistake that for being, you know, whatever, rude or snobby or something. But really, it's not. Two. Three. Four. Oof. Swing and a miss. Four. Why, thank you, Mr. Black Troy. Chad Green is in here. What up, dude? That young man right there. Man, I swear to God, dude, when I first met Chad, I was fucking cracking up, man. And I'll tell you the reason why. On your videos, man, to me, in my mind, right, I thought Chad was like an old dude like myself, you know, like 50 or something. And then I see this dude. I probably walked by him a couple of times, and it just didn't click. And then finally, I'm like, it clicked. I'm like, what the hell, dude? And I went up and I'm like, what's up, man? You know, like shook his hand and shit. I'm like, you're like a young pup, dude. That's what's weird about the camera and all that and doing the YouTube thing is like when you meet people in real life, your idea of them versus them standing next to you is just completely different. But it's super cool. Chad's a good dude. He has a very firm grip. I can tell you that. He's a handshaker and a nice young man. Everybody I met was. Even the guys you think maybe. Like, it was a blast to see Nathan and Fowler and shit. I'm like, dude. Like, these guys are like celebrities. And then you meet them and you're like, oh, they're just regular people. And that's cool. Man, I am just skimming it. I do not like brace grip. It's two. I want to push forward on every brace grip I got. That's the problem. And then I start thinking about my frame hand too much. Three. Four. Oh, hell yeah. No, there was lots of that going on, man. No one will get annoyed, trust me. I think it's great. It really was. There was a bunch of people wanting to do that, and I'm glad they did. I really am. I didn't take any pictures at all, or hardly any video the first year or the second. Well, second year was a lot of rain, but the first year I definitely regret taking photos and stuff. If you go to Cool Hand Luke's channel, he made an amazing video on ECST, and yeah, I think Al, didn't you fall asleep or something? I think you were sleeping during the trophies or something, or the awards. I remember he came out of like somewhere, out of the woods or something, around the corner. I actually got some latex from Al also. Can't remember the name of it. I should shoot it. I haven't. Yes. Yeah, Nathan was a lot. Well, I didn't know what to expect from him, to be honest with you. Like all of his stuff on YouTube is all professional and shit. But yeah, he's a goofy bastard. He's definitely a jokester. I didn't get to talk to him real long. Whoa, that was weird. Yeah, he's super chill, dude. Like beyond belief. That was a hit. It's 3. And the sun feels great. I hit it. It's not a good hit. Yeah, that mirror just fell over. 6. Sleeping, missed all the awards. I thought so. I don't know if I'm going next year, Randall. I'm gonna try, and each year I try and get that section of my calendar blocked off at work, but it just depends. I don't really know until I can't say 100% yes until like the beginning of the year. So once January hits, then I'll be able to get a more clear cut idea if I'm going next year or not. Smells a good dude too, man. He really loves it when you compliment his muscles. So make sure when you see him to hug him, but then just be like, wow, man, I've never hugged anybody with such big biceps. Oof. Damn, I didn't hear about that. Earl had it started off that weekend pretty rough, though. He had a return to sender that smacked him in his cheek. I don't know if it stuck in there and he plucked it out or not, but it was one of those ones that went through and came all the way back and jacked him. But yeah, that rain sucked, dude. That was the really shitty part of that weekend was that fucking rain, man. All right, let's do this again. It's 2. I am definitely barely missing that. So that's pretty cool, pretty cool. I guess 3, 4, 5. Tickled it. I'm gonna call it 6, man. It moved. 6. Yes. Smo's a great guy, man, and he will help you in whatever you need. Yeah, they're all good dudes, man. And then you run into the whole RVA crew down there. Those guys are a blast. Very loud. You won't miss them, that's for sure. And they will invite you in to join them. Trust me. They're a very welcoming bunch there. Yeah, all that fades away real quick there, BTW. Yeah, right? I don't imagine learning the whole thing over again. Carlo. I'm glad you are, though, man. I'm really glad that you're coming back. Got 10 more shots. Got 3 so far. 4. 5. 6. That was a string hit. Oof, a nick, 6.5. No sleep for RVA. Yeah, they are a very loud crew, in a good way. You definitely will not miss them, that's for sure. If you do, you must be deaf. Mr. Moan has a very distinctive, loud laugh, and you can tell where he is anywhere in the whole place. Trust me, you will know where Mr. Moan Waller is at any given moment. Very good guy. All of them, everybody. Well, it's been an hour and a half. Yeah, thanks, Al. Thank you all for joining me. It was a fun live. This is day 3, and I probably won't be live for another couple weeks now. I don't know. I wanted to, like I said, I wanted to test the algorithm, see if it was shining in my favor or not. But it's always fun chatting with you guys. So thank you so much for joining me. Oh yeah, the 5K giveaway will be happening soon. Keep a lookout. I'll be releasing a video on the details soon. I don't know when. And maybe we'll go live for that. I don't know. Have a good day. Have a blessed day. Enjoy yourself. Shoot straight. All that kind of cliche stuff. See ya.